It's been an historic season for Oldham Athletic, promotion to the First Division for the first time in 68 years. The Second Division Championship, won in dramatic style with almost the last kick of the season. Never out of the top two, Joe Royal's side have played with style and a smile on their sleeves to win admirers from beyond the bounds of the Second Division itself. This is the time for Joe and the boys to take a well-earned bow. This is the time to accept the praise, put their feet up and reflect on a season of unparalleled success. The 1990-91 season, Oldham Athletic season. This is a story with a happy ending. Sitting comfortably? Well, let's begin back in August, away to Wolverhampton Wanderers, when Ian Marshall announced his goal-scoring intentions in typical fashion.
And towards the front post and the header away from Andy Ritchie, neatly brought down by Cook in volleys. It's up in one motion, ball. Surely, 1-0, it's there! Steve Ball. High half volley forward from him. Ball leaning into Andy Holden. Bellamy, ambitious there, slipped. Ritchie in with a good chance now, feeds it back to Marshall. It's there! Well, he totally miskicked it, and it curled into the back of the net as Mike Stoll had gone the other way. Would you believe it? The ball played back from Andy Ritchie. It was a slip by Gary Bellamy in the first place that let Ritchie in. He unselfishly pulled it back to Ian Marshall, who went to hit it hard into the back of the net. Mike Stoll went to where I'm sure Marshall intended to kick it, but it ballooned up off his toe and went into the back of the other side of the net. Score still 1-1. The corner comes in from Cook. Barrett launches himself at it, but Dennison hits the bar. Much just over the bar. Foul, but the referee says play on. Cook. And Wolves are really enjoying themselves this afternoon. Ball is in. 2-1. As that we've barely seen Earl Barrett in a creative role, which he's very good at taking up. He's been back in defence all the time. That's a great goal from Ian Marshall. What a superb strike. Well, the ball just ricocheted back to him and dropped, and he hit it from at least 35 yards. Wolves really should have exploited the advantage they had in the first half, but Ritchie now. Wolves, as I said. Marshall 3-2! It's incredible, 2 goals in a minute. All the Oldham fans are coming across and smothering Ian Marshall. I don't think he can believe it. The ball's just dropped to him twice. He's hit it twice, and twice it's gone past Mike Stoll. And Oldham, from being 2-1 down, now lead 3-2.
Ian, what's been the best goal you've scored this season?
There's been so many. Probably the one, the second goal at Wolves, just because it was like 30 yards away, and you don't score many of them. And that's probably the best.
Couldn't have been a better start, could it?
No, I mean, I wasn't expecting a hat-trick. You don't expect a hat-trick, and I was really made up when I got it, yeah. It was great.
3 days later, it's back to Boundary Park for the first home match of the season against Leicester City. Nick Henry, who missed the opening day, takes over from Willie Donachie.
There's Walrus with the kick. Played forward to Marshall. Oh, hit the post. Across Athletics box. John Allworth had to be alert. Marshall. Oh! Super effort by Ian Marshall. 50 minutes gone. 0-0. But Athletic on top. Hooked forward by Marshall. Here's Ritchie. Turns past Paris. Marshall! They score! Ian Marshall does it again. His 4th goal of the season. Athletic urged on by the crowd. Warhurst shot. Oh, good effort. Palmer's touch. Ritchie. Good turn and pass out to the far side and finds Holden. Ritchie's header! Oh, super goal! Andy Ritchie, who worked so hard to find his first
goal apiece then for Ritchie and Marshall makes it 2 wins out of 2, and already that all-important start to the season is beginning to take a promising shape. A Portsmouth side seeking their first winner next.
Oldham right-footed cross, headed away by Stevens, picked up by Redfern, knocked in by Warhurst. Ritchie's in there. Chance now for Holden. 1-0. Ricky Holden gets the goal. His first of the season. Ritchie's touch, good one too. Finds Redfern, and that's a lovely looking ball. Out to the left wing, find Ricky Holden. Chance for the cross now. Comes in, Ritchie. Laid off for Barlow. Oh, stinging drive, beaten away by our Knight. Resumes his place in the forward line. The first player to touch the ball, it's a good one, finds Ritchie. Oh, it's there! Ritchie the scorer. Got 1 or 2 deflections. Play continues, and Portsmouth have the throw in. This is Fillery, found space well then. Lays the ball off again to Chamberlain. Good ball in. Clark's right up there. So is Whittingham. Oh, it's in. Super goal from Guy Whittingham. Here's Warhurst. Plays the 1-2. Chance now. It's there. Oh, delightful goal by Paul Warhurst. That's the goal that Athletic so desperately needed. And it came from the unlikely source of right fullback, where Paul Warhurst has been doing such a grand job since the departure of Dennis Irwin to Manchester United.
So, with 3 matches gone, Oldham have already made their mark as early season pace setters. Can they keep up the momentum at Barnsley? David Curry, a £450,000 summer signing from Nottingham Forest, makes his debut, and Oldham almost take an early lead. It was a day when John Hallworth needed to be alert, with a series of fine saves to keep Barnsley at bay. That was in the first half. He made another fine stop after the break too. Finally, it was Ian Marshall who broke the deadlock. Marshall's 5th goal in 4 games, and that makes it win number 4. Manager Joe Royal has seen his side make just the start he wanted. Naturally, confidence is high for the home match with Oxford United, despite the absence of Andy Ritchie. Neil Adams is back to fill the gap.
Forward, Simpson, good ball, still onside. Oh, hit the post. So unlucky. Paul Molden himself still waiting for his first senior goal for Athletic. Roger Palmer, of course, well, he knows where the net is. First touch for Palmer. Marshall tried to turn. Still Marshall. It's there! Well, the substitutions have certainly paid off. Hard to see who got the final touch. Roger Palmer. Roger Palmer. Firm favourite here at Athletic. The corner comes in from Holden. Palmer's touch. Oh! Off the line. It's there. Barrett. 2-0. Palmer again. Got the decisive touch. Foster with the kick. Finds Foyle. Laid off for Steen. First time drive. A cracking effort. Tips over the bar well by John Hallworth. Good play by Marshall. And a lovely ball to Molden. It's 1 against 1. What can Paul Molden do here? Redfern! Brilliant fish. Oh, that's marvellous stuff. Good running by Steed. 2 against 1. Chance for Foyle. Consolation goal. Played off the line by Warhurst. Expertly done by Paul Warhurst. Well, That had goal written all over it. It seemed as if the Athletic defence had resigned themselves to losing the goal, but not Paul Warhurst. This time last season, Athletic were averaging crowds of just 6,000. Palmer's onside. Ball just fell the wrong side of him. Warhurst now is spaced down this right-hand side. Inside for Redfern. Square for Henry. Henry can try the shot. Oh! Cracking drive! Well, Nick Henry knew exactly what he wanted to do with that then. He was aiming for Paul Key's top left-hand corner.
That's 5 wins out of 5, and all that pre-season optimism is bearing fruit. 12 goals, 15 points, and top billing for Joe Royle's promotion favourites. Roger Palmer and Paul Molden both make the lineup for the match against bottom club Charlton. In sharp contrast to 100% Oldham, the Londoners have lost all 4 of their opening matches.
Just push forward for Redfern. He's 1 against 1. Redfern's chance, and snuffs it. Couldn't quite take it in his stride, and now it's 1 against 1. Watson against Barlow. Charlton streaming forward. Ball taken over by Walsh. It's 1 against 1. Chance to open the account. Certainly now. Oh dear, 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 dear. Andy Jones with the goal at his mercy. And he failed to make it 1-0. Corner kick from Holden. Salmon happy to punch. Oh, it's there, what a goal! Redfern. Oh, that was a beauty. 10 minutes remaining in this first half. Athletic 1, Charlton 0. Chance now for Molden. Oh, super save. Here's Minto. Forward for Watson, who beats the offside trap. Chance to equalise now. And he does. And some style too. A free kick coming in now from Holden. Towards Holden and Palmer. Well, if you consider that Andy Jones missed that one in the first half with a goal at his mercy, well, that was a similar chance for Roger Palmer. Let's see what Curry can do now. Warhurst cross. Oh, that was a teaser. Palmer! Henry up the line. Good clearance that by Webster.
A result that just goes to prove you can take nothing for granted. Charlton's first point of the season means the first points drop for high-flying Oldham. Still, the Latics remain 3 points clear at the top, and Andy Ritchie is back for the trip to Middlesbrough as Ian Marshall begins a 4-match layoff. A crowd of more than 19,000 packs Ayerson Park, and John Hallworth is again on top form. That save from John Walk. Roger Palmer scores what proves to be the decisive goal, and what a goal it was. A great way to get off the mark in his testimonial season. And certainly worth a second look. Hallworth makes another crucial save from Walk. And already the Latics keeper is emerging as one of the club's most consistent players. On this occasion, his efforts and Palmer's goal are the match-winning combination that keeps Oldham out in front in the race for promotion. The Latics are producing just the kind of consistency they displayed the previous season in cup competition. But how will they fare in the new Rumbelows Cup?
In comes a shot, oh, and an athletic save there from John Hallworth. But really was a good, sweeping, clinical build-up there from Notts County. And this is a feature of the game so far. Notts County have managed to stem the flow of crosses. A chance here for Bartlett. Bartlett shoots. Oh! I don't think John Hallworth knew too much about that, but he had to be in the right place at the right time. Nicely flicked on, a chance here. Oh, another great save by Hallworth. Kevin Bartlett looks set to score there. Plattner on the run. Oh, what a good ball through to Bartlett. Bartlett racing through. Good challenge there by Andy Barlow. The linesman's given the penalty. The referee agrees. He points to the spot. And drama here at Meadow Lane. Oh, and it's saved. He's got the rebound. That goes in. A brilliant save by Holworth from the penalty shot. But Johnson quick to seize on the rebound. He's first to the ball. It's Notts County 1, Oldham Athletic 0.
Oldham's misery is compounded by the late sending off of Paul Warhurst. Back in the league, a trip to the Hawthorns proves a difficult journey for Oldham. The kick-off is delayed by 10 minutes when the Latics arrive late, and it's no easy ride on the pitch either.
The header, Bannister. Oh, great save. Robson forward. Chase now between West. Holworth right out. Ball still in play. Holworth miles out of his goal. First time effort. Oh, super save. Goal kick. Well, that was enterprising play by Gary Bannister, wasn't it? Because John Holworth raced miles out of his goal, or miles in football terms, that is. And when he spotted the goalkeeper off his line, well, he flung that ball back towards the Athletic goal, and John Holworth, the man pictured there, made an absolutely incredible save. Good ball to Palmer. Molden completely unmarked on the far side. Palmer can find him, he does now, and Molden inches away. The ball still in play with Holden. Players lining up for Athletic. Curry's there. Goal kick.
So West Brom missed their chance to end Oldham's unbeaten league run, despite dominating a game in which Joe Royal's men are clearly out of sorts, except for John Holworth, that is.
I think it's great. Good season, been playing brilliantly.
Every time John Holworth steps into Boundary Park, he's reminded of memories that lurk in his deepest consciousness. Holworth was left out of Oldham's Wembley side and has been left to pick up the pieces during the summer amidst Andy Goran rumours and the purchase of Brighton keeper John Keeley.
I think the first game we played in a friendly, we got beat by Bradford, and because it was when all the uncertainty was about, and it was Andy Gorham. Every time I touched the ball, it was Andy Gorham. We want Andy Gorham back, but that stopped now.
Holworth believes he would have had to stand aside for John Keeley had he been fit, but his form is such, John Keeley now believes he'll struggle to get his place back.
Yeah, John's been playing brilliant, you know, like even if I was fit, I wouldn't expect to go straight back in the team anyway, not after the way he's been playing. Like, I've been to all the games and he's been outstanding, yeah.
It was an unusual night for John Holworth. For the first 20 minutes, only his alertness kept Swindon at arm's length. After that, he didn't have a great deal to do, but what he did do, he did confidently enough. Still, Swindon scored twice, and in the end, really deserved a point. Mike Hazard's first for the club, following his move from Portsmouth. It was a night of firsts all round. Paul Molden's been searching for the elusive goal to get him off the mark for Oldham. Typical Molden range, typical Molden goal, 1-1. A quiet word from Joe Royal at half-time certainly shook Oldham up. Rick Holden squeezing his header through the crowd and between Digby and his post for 2-1. But Swindon's passing approach is perfectly suited to Boundary Park. Mike Hazard certainly created a lasting impression, picking open the defence. Paul Bowden giving Holworth no chance. Oldham's winner was without doubt the most controversial point of the evening. The referee said that Roger Palmer's header had crossed the line before it was handled, but his linesman said it hadn't. It took some considerable time before the cross wires were eventually unravelled and before Oldham were awarded a penalty. Neil Redfern stepped up to save the referee's face. 3-2 the final score, and to his surprise and to just about everybody else's, John Holworth was named man of the match. Appropriate, really.
It's nice to have man of the match. So it's my first one in 19 months at the club, so somebody's smiled at me tonight, isn't it?
You're hanging on a bit towards the end?
Yeah, definitely, yeah. They're a good side, Swindon. They play the ball well, and they're perfectly suited to our pitch and our style of play as well. So it was a great match, and we were fortunate.
Fortunate by another 3 points?
Yeah, that's all we want. Another 3 points, top of the league. How many is it? 9 games? That'll do for me.
Ian Marshall finally returns for the home match with Blackburn, but Andy Ritchie is back on the injured list.
Here's Molden. Oh, the wrong side of the post. Well, Paul Molden will know that he should have scored that one. Corner kick comes in. Barrett's in there. Off the line. Again, the clearance off the line. Earl Barrett so close to giving Athletic the lead. No chance really with that one. Marshall. Holden. First time ball in. Palmer. Holden. 1-0. Paul Oldham breaks breaks the deadlock. His second goal in 2 games. Blackburn still coming forward. Stapleton. 25 seconds remaining on my watch. Chelsea now for John Rose. It's there. Tragedy for Athletic. John Rose grabs the equaliser with 15 seconds remaining.
Blackburn's late equaliser trims Oldham's cushion at the top of the table to just 1 point. Next it's back to the Rumbelows Cup and the task of reversing a 1-0 first leg deficit against promotion rivals Notts County.
Off the head of Marshall. Molden's lurking, so is Holden. 1-0. Rick Holden makes the breakthrough for Athletic. Jobson's header back. Bartlett racing in there. What's the referee going to give? Penalty. 8 minutes remaining in this first half. Johnston versus Holworth. Goal. That's the equaliser for County. Jobson's header. Then Platner. Bartlett. Well, there you see 2 athletes. Bartlett and Barrett. Shot coming in now. Oh, a beauty! Oh, a screamer of a goal. County now surely on the way to the 3rd round. Palmer. Marshall hurrying down on goal now. Ian Marshall. Penalty. Well, I've got to look at that one again and say I did not think that was a penalty. Redfern. It's there. 2-2. Neil Redfern. Curry. Chance to make a name for himself now. Phil Curry. Oh, a beauty! David Curry, what a way to open your account. An absolutely cracking goal by David Curry. Molden pulls away, gets the ball. Barrett in support. Molden. Redfern, first time drive, mishit it. Holden. Oh, it's the bar! Would you believe it? How unlucky can you get? Rick Holden holds his head in his hands. Barrett's cross. Marshall's in there. Oh, just wide. Molden. Palmer. Laid by. Oh, great save by Cherry. Holden. Chip back in. Goal kick. Thomas forward. Chance now for Lund. Stayed onside. Great save by Holworth. Marshall wins the header. Action at the other end now. Curry! It's there! David Curry, his second goal of the night. Holden swings it in. Oh, it's in! Holden, direct from the corner. Holden's cross. Holden's header. 5-2.
A stirring comeback by last season's beaten finalists, inspired by David Curry's first goal since his summer signing for Nottingham Forest. And not surprisingly, Curry's reward is a place in the starting lineup for the trip to Boothbury Park, while Mike Fillery makes his debut.
First touch then for Mike Fillery, a £30,000 signing from Portsmouth earlier this week. Barlow forward, but not a very good ball. Bamber giving chase for Hull. Skips round Barlow. Payton's and marks in the middle if Bamber can get the cross in. Here's Payton. Great save by Holworth. Short passing between Holden and Henry. Open things out now for Fillery. Space on the right hand side for Barrett. Counter attack by Oldham. Ball played in towards the far post. Marshall's in there. Great save. Lovely move by Oldham down the right hand side. Header on was by Curry. Marshall. Played on from Fillery. For Curry, I beg your pardon. Curry bursting away in the middle. Another good stop by Hesford. Corner. Halfway through this first half. Still we await the first goal. Hull, the more likely team to score. Ball crossed in. Linesman's flagging for a handball, and a penalty's being given. Well, I find that decision quite amazing. Palin with a spot kick. Who scores? Well, that's no more than Hull City deserve. Pockeday, the long throw specialist for Hull. Get some distance on that too. Payton's in there. Great save from Hallworth. Super save from the Oldham goalkeeper. It's Hull with an early attack again. Headed away by Holden. Chance again. 2-0. Payton. Less than 60 seconds gone in this second half. And Andy Payton capitalises on a mix-up in the Oldham defence. Ball played in by Adams. It was a good one. Fine Curry. Curry plays that one in. It's there! Redfern the scorer, I think. No, it's Henry. Nick Henry gets it. Redfern finds Donachie. We're set for a final few minutes, so they're going to be dramatic. Henry, the goal scorer, lays that one off for Redfern. Left-footed drive. Oh, what a beauty! Redfern, an absolute cracker for Oldham. Well, that, I must say, is an absolute steal, because Hull City have dominated this game from start to finish, but that was a beauty from Neil Redfern.
Joe Royle knew that a successful return to Ashton Gate could put his side on top of the second division. They went ahead after just 16 minutes, Marshall getting the better of Rob Newman and an unmarked Neil Adams finishing with style. Just a minute later, Shelton nearly levelled it, but couldn't keep his volley down. Bob Taylor's touch in and around the 6-yard box deserted him again on Saturday, but it was his hard low cross that put City on terms again. Nicky Morgan applying the finishing touch. The outstanding May created many chances for City, but their finishing was poor for most of the afternoon. Shelton and Smith here getting in each other's way. When they did hit the target, Hallworth was equal to it. Oldham's second was a carbon copy of the first. Curry did the hard work, and unmarked again, Adams finished with power. In the second half, despite having most of the possession, City couldn't get the equaliser they deserved. Hallworth denying Shelton at close range. And Shelton again getting close to goal, but his hopeful penalty appeal was rightly ignored, and City slumped to their first home defeat in the league this season.
And that's also Oldham's first win at Ashton Gate since 1929, and it takes them back into pole position. More than a quarter of the season gone, and for the first time Joe Royle needs an unchanged side for the home encounter with Ipswich Town, Oldham's 15th match of the season.
It's a nice touch play, David Hill. Ipswich pressing and probing. Excellent save by Hallworth. David Curry turns inside. Chance to get a shot in, does Curry. Oh, inches wide from Curry. It's 0-0 tonight. They come forward again. First time drive by Redfern. Barlows. Oh, in the post. Molden. 1-0. Paul Molden breaks the deadlock. His fourth goal of the season. Oldham 1, Ipswich Town 0. 9 minutes remaining now. Well, Redfern again. Early cross in. Oh, it's there! Curry! 2-0. Well, that should seal it for Oldham now. Lovely ball in from Neil Redfern. And David Curry made no mistake from close in. His third goal of the season for Oldham.
2.5 weeks after knocking them out of the Rumbelows Cup, Notts County are back at Boundary Park, and Andy Ritchie's latest comeback as substitute coincides with Ian Marshall's return to the sidelines.
Plenty of the ball in this second half. Henry stacked forward for Curry. Barlow again with space. Delicate chip in. Ritchie got the header. Closest Oldham have come this half. Flighted in. Oh, it's straight in. Incredible. Neil Redfern. 1-0. Well, I suppose it had to take something unusual to break the Notts County resistance. Ritchie breaking away from Yates. Redfern takes over. Free shot. Oh, crashed against the bar from Neil Redfern. That was a splendid effort. Oh, it's a lovely ball. First time. Barlow. Now Holden. Oldham's turn to stream forward now. Bill Holden. Lovely play. Oh, he's going in. He's in the post. 2-0. It's Ritchie. What a goal. Andy Ritchie, the second half substitutes, makes it 2-0. It's a lovely header from Curry, which struck the post, but I must say there was a suspicion of handball then from Andy Ritchie before he put the ball in the back of the net. Barlow makes the overlap. Here he is now. Oh, that's lovely stuff. County being ripped apart. Barlow's cross. Ritchie. Oh, should have been free. Andy Ritchie will never get a better opportunity all season. Here's Robinson. Oldham's defence prized apart. Chelsea now for County. Man unmarked at the far post. 2-0. Surely a consolation goal for County. It comes dead on 90 minutes.
Yes, that late strike by Regis a mere consolation, as Oldham's win extends their unbeaten league run to 14 matches and their lead at the top to 4 points. Good preparation for a third-round Rumbelows Cup match against First Division Leeds United.
It turned out to be what it looked on paper, a good First Division side against a very good Second Division one. And from the moment Fairclough was denied only by the linesman's flag on 9 minutes, Leeds were on top. Speed and Pearson flicked on Batty's throw on 22 minutes. Chapman pounced the first goal. Oldham, a bogey side for Leeds in the last 3 seasons, tested Lukic only once tonight through Andy Barlow. Leeds' second goal on 33 minutes was well worked. Strachan, Batty, Gary Speed. After the break from Pearson's header, Speed screwed wide the first of several clear-cut Leeds chances, but their supremacy was never seriously challenged, and David Batty almost crowned his man-of-the-match performance with a goal. Leeds 2, Oldham 0.
Still, promotion is very much the #1 target this time round, and close on 35,000 are at Hillsborough for the Second Division match of the day against Ron Atkinson's Barmy Army.
Well taken by Sheridan. Here's King, and surely he's a very awkward man to play against, this Carlton Palmer. He seems to be all over the field, and he's forward again now. Williams has come down to Worthington. Chance to cross it in. Oh, it's right across, and this time he's hit the post. And David Hurst somehow cannot manoeuvre the ball between the posts, and he must wonder why. And Ritchie just turns it back inside Redfern, and Redfern must spread it wide right now for Warhurst, who gallops on past King. Paul Warhurst cuts it back. Pressman can't get there, and Oldham have the lead. Nick Henry popping up inside the penalty area, and Sheffield Wednesday, having spurned 2 good chances to go ahead themselves, now go 1 down.
Well, that was a great run. It was a great run by Warhurst at the right back. He gave the boy King a cross, and the boys got into the box very early. It's ironical to think that they've only had 2 chances, 2 attacks down there. The ball came across, but I think the great thing was that the players got in the box so early. It was a great finish. Great ball as it evades the goalkeeper and gets across. The boy got across in front of the keeper.
Curry, he's into the space. Pressman not sure, and Curry's round him. It's 2. David Curry scores for Oldham a second goal in the space of 5 minutes. Wednesday were totally stretched, and David Curry, who is skillful and used to score his goals for Barnsley not far away, gets a priceless one for Oldham to take them 2 ahead.
And I think the great thing there was that they got caught very flat at the back, and the ball over the top, and it was a great ball delivered in, and it was a great run by Curry. As you see here, he comes into the thing. I thought the goalkeeper was a little bit hesitant and came rather late. Had he shifted himself a little bit earlier, he might have got there.
So Wednesday really have it all to do now, and here at the back post maybe Carlton Palmer. It really isn't their day at the moment, and Sheridan can't beat him either. It just fell at an awkward height for David Hurst. Here's a goal maybe, off the post, surely now. Shirtliff couldn't finish it either, and somehow that Oldham goal seems to have a charmed life today. With Henry in possession, finding Holden. And there's the cross, which Shirtliff doesn't get to. Ritchie did, and real ooze from the Oldham supporters who stand up behind that goal. And Sheridan gets another chance to find Hart. Lovely ball into Williams, and Paul Williams. It's 6 inches outside the upright, and that really does sum up Wednesday's luck yet again in the game. And the shout is, come on Wednesday. Palmer's inside the area. He's done well. Palmer! He deserved a goal for that.
Brilliant take.
And that's not taking anything away from Oldham, who played well themselves. But Wednesday deserves some reward, surely. Sheridan goes on. Did get a bounce there. Here's a great chance. David Hurst trying to round it off. That's a penalty. Wednesday do get their chance now. And the penalty is to be entrusted to John Sheridan. Hurst has handed the job over to Sheridan, who's taking an almighty long run-up. John Sheridan to bring Sheffield Wednesday back into it. Perfectly tucked away. It's 2-1 now, and what a game we've got on our hands. And Worthington on the halfway line raises his arms to the crowd and says, come on, lift us. Worthington down the line, Francis. And well, the crowd held their breath then as Trevor slipped. Regained his feet. Now gets the ball over. Hurst in there. Oh, what a marvellous save. It's not gone away yet. Scrambled off the line. Saved his side.
Yeah, that was an excellent cross as the ball comes in here. David Hurst gets up, brilliant header. Reminds me of the old Gordon Banks. It's really one of those saves. Brilliant save by the goalkeeper. Beside in it.
Wilson. The good ball through for Williams, who tried to turn. Here's Hurst. What a marvellous stop from Hallworth. And David Hurst must wonder what on earth he's got to do to get on the score sheet today, but he applauds the goalkeeper. There's been a sort of FA Cup atmosphere about this one, and it's still not all over us. Wilson pings another crossover. Back post for Carlton Palmer. Might fall for Sheridan. John Sheridan goes on, and is this another penalty? It is. And Sheridan wins the penalty. And Sheridan himself has the chance to cap it with his second goal, and the equaliser is 2-2. And Wednesday have come right back into it. Just to relax a little bit after this. Ritchie, they're not relaxing yet. Oldham are looking with Andy Ritchie. Warhurst's inside. Sheridan! It came so close to going in off John Sheridan.
I mean, I was at the Nottingham Forest Spurs game last week, and I tell you what, this is on par, if not a little bit better and more exciting.
Here's Hurst. The chance to win it is Wednesday's. They can't take it.
It looked very much like he was offside there, but I think that's what they all thought.
Well, I thought Danny Wilson was offside, and I haven't seen a whistle or a flag or anything.
But it was a great chance, a great ball in. He heads it down well. No, I don't think he was. It was an excellent chance. I could have clinched it for him.
Trevor, it was enjoyable for 34,000 to watch. Was it enjoyable to play in?
Yeah, it certainly was. I felt that, before the game that it made for a good game of football because, Oldham have proved last season and in the early part of this season they're very good football inside. And as you know, we play good footballers, so I couldn't see anything but a good game.
Rock bottom club Watford are next, and that old hand Roger Palmer is back in the frame, replacing Rick Holden, who misses his first match of the season.
Played in. Good goal, it's that! Watford lead. Taken by Redfern. The far post, Barrett was in there, so was Holdsworth. Played back in again by Henry. Jobson's in there. Penalty. Handball. And now Andy Ritchie has a chance to claim his third goal of the season, which he does. 1-1. Oldham level within a minute. Barlow. Forward for Henry. He started that move. He's getting on the end of it too. Cross comes in. Chance now. Ritchie. 2-1. Cheekiest goal you'll see all season. Andy Ritchie. 2 goals in less than 3 minutes. And the man who was at the heart of all that was the number 4 for Oldham, Nick Henry. Redfern again. Busy, left-footed chip. Henry's there. Oh, excellent save. There's Curry. Nice side-step ball for Redfern, who tries to chip. Oh, I say, what a beauty! What a peach of a goal from Neil Redfern. Certainly in front of goal. No way meant as a debut on the defence, who performed admirably today. Now then, Curry. Henry. Oh, yes! 4-1. Nick Henry, his second goal in 2 games, his third of the season, and he took that ever so well.
Nick Henry's second goal in 2 games then completes Oldham's storming comeback, and that takes the unbeaten league run to 16 matches. Confidence is high for the Latics as they take an unchanged team to struggling Port Vale. Not the place you'd expect to lose your unbeaten league run, but that's just what happened. It could have been such a different story if Oldham had taken their chances. Andy Barlow could have put Oldham ahead early on. So too could Andy Ritchie when he headed over. On the plus side, it was shaping up for a cracking game, and John Holworth was soon called into action at the other end to make his first important save. Oldham was soon back on the attack, and Neil Redfern had a shot deflected narrowly wide. So it was goalless at half-time, and Oldham started the second half just as they'd done in the first. Redfern, Ritchie and Palmer couldn't get it quite together. By the time Palmer's header was hooked away, he began to fear the worst. Port Vale certainly began to grow in confidence, and Holworth was now Oldham's busiest player, with a series of fine saves to keep out the home side. But just when it began to look like Oldham would survive, Port Vale break the deadlock with a soft goal. Crossed the man to do the damage. Oldham did have a late chance to salvage a point when substitute Paul Molden raced clear, but he couldn't beat the keeper. An agonising miss for Oldham fans. So league match number 17 proves the unlucky one for Oldham. The only consolation is that the defeat hasn't cost them top spot, though West Ham are now just 1 point behind. Ian Marshall and Andy Ritchie are reunited for the first time in 2.5 months at Bristol, but it's Mayhew and White who get the goals for Rovers, and not surprisingly, Oldham's second defeat in a row means they slip down to second place, West Ham taking full advantage with a win at Plymouth. So it's back to Boundary Park for Oldham's bid to stop the rot. Adams and Warhurst coming for Brazil and Palmer.
Here's Donachie. Redfern first time ball to Warhurst. Comes through to Henry. 1-0. Adams hoisted into the Brighton area. Marshall. 2-0. Here Marshall. Oh, giving away. Oldham can break now. It's about 5 against 3 as Ritchie leads a charge. Adams in acres of space. Here he is now. Can it be 3-0? It is. Neil Adams. Free kick taken quickly. Adams plays the ball in. Marshall's in there. 4. Some 10 yards outside the Oldham penalty area. Wilkins is over it, so is Codner. Wilkins takes it. Oh, and it's a beauty. Played back for Henry. Ball comes in. Rich is in there. But, oh! For a moment there, I thought the ball had gone in. Henry. Oldham camped outside the Brighton box. Redfern shot. Oh, beauty! Neil Redfern, how about that? Space on this right-hand side for Warhurst. Curry. Warhurst. Ritchie. Tormenting the... Oh, beauty! Andy Ritchie. Oh, pick that one out.
Andy Ritchie's 5th goal of the season rounds up a stunning triumph for Oldham, and the Latics' deadly finishing leaves Brighton rocked by their heaviest defeat for 17 years. Just to rub it in, Joe Royle insists the best is yet to come. But 2 weeks will pass before Oldham get another chance to show their strength in the league. In the meantime comes the ZDS Cup and what turns out to be a nightmare evening against Sheffield United at Bramall Lane. Roger Palmer heads Oldham into an early lead, and when Ian Marshall makes it 2-0 a minute later, he could have got pretty long odds on what happened next. Bryson got the visitors on the score sheet with 2 quick goals, and suddenly the side struggling with life in the top flight had taken off. Early in the second half, Hoyland scores his first ever Sheffield goal to put the home side in front. Well, Breezy is the next United man to pounce, and that makes it 4-2. The woodwork and a good save denies Oldham's bid to bounce back. Then came 3 Sheffield goals in the final 5 minutes. Leading marksman Brian Dean makes it 5. By now Oldham's defence has fallen apart, and sub Duffield punishes Earl Barrett for United's goal number 6. And it's Duffield again in the dying seconds who completes a remarkable result. Sheffield United 7, Oldham 2. A result that's hard to believe when you consider that the Blades had scored more goals in one match than they'd managed in 15 First Division games. Still, Joe Royle had made no secret about the importance of keeping promotion at the top of his shopping list. Oldham only have to wait 4 days for their chance to show Sheffield was only a minor hiccup. Promotion hopefuls Wolves are the next challenge at Boundary Park.
38 goals have both scored this season. As Wolves come forward again. Warhurst had to be quick, he's made a mess of that one. It could be the opening goal, it is. Andy Thompson gives Wolves the lead. Oldham's 7th corner of the game. Redfern it is to take it. Everyone forward again for Oldham. Oh, Ritchie's header at the bar. Ritchie off the line. It's there. Barrett. 1-1. Well, the pace picking up again as Oldham come forward with Ritchie. Chance now. 2-1. Super goal by Andy Ritchie. Marshall cuts inside Stancliffe. Oldham go looking for number 3. Oh, super save by Stowell. Left-footed cross this time. Palmer's header. 3-1. Cracker. Roger Palmer. Now 3 minutes to go. Chance now for Palmer to make it 4. Which he does. Roger Palmer, 4-1.
So 2 goals from super sub Roger Palmer helps confirm Oldham's slip at Bramall Lane was a one-off. And leaders West Ham are back in striking distance, the deficit now 3 points with a game in hand. The pre-Christmas programme sees Oldham switch their home match with Plymouth Argyle to Friday night.
Could be 15 as Redfern gives Oldham the lead. Plymouth left winger who comes across to take it. Hit towards a penalty spot, not a bad corner, fisted away. Oh, it's in! It's the equaliser for Plymouth. Free kick by McAllister. Problems now in the Oldham defence. Oh, it's a terrific goal. Kevin Hodges, scorer. Redfern scuttles away to take it. Near post ball. Marshall's flick. It's in. Palmer, the scorer. Roger Palmer. Turner and Edwards look a useful combination for Plymouth up front. Chance now for Palmer. Instead it's Barrett who makes it 3-2. Earl Barrett. Needs some Oldham players closer to him. No, he doesn't. Redfern gets it, 4-2. Plymouth have got to come out and attack more often now in this game. Doing that now with Brown. He deserves a goal if anybody does. Oh, that's a terrific solo effort by Kenny Brown. Warhurst. Suddenly space opens up for him. Warhurst shot. Palmer, 5-3. Well, will Roger Palmer ever stop scoring goals? Through Roger Palmer, they all shout.
So Palmer completes his second double in a row, and victory means Oldham can celebrate Christmas back at the top. It all sets things up nicely for a Boxing Day showdown with West Ham.
Looking for Foster, he got his head to it. A chance here maybe for Morley. Morley shoots, Morley scores! A brilliant goal! Good ball, Paris. Morley's in the middle, so too is Quinn. This is Morley, and that's the penalty brought down there by Barrett, no doubt about it. Oh, and he's missed, and the follow-up header from Morley. Well, that could be a costly error, that.
That's the 4th successive away defeat for Oldham, their 3rd in the league. And West Ham, who amazingly hadn't won on Boxing Day for 13 years, moved back into pole position. A look at the top of the table shows it could hardly be closer at the halfway mark. Oldham 3 points behind the Hammers, but with a game in hand and a slightly superior goal difference. Then comes a 7-point cushion between Joe Royal's men and chasing clubs Middlesbrough and Sheffield Wednesday. 3 days later, Oldham are back in the capital to face Millwall, another London side chasing promotion.
Walworth on his line punches, not too convincingly. Ray controls, gets the shot in off the post. For Stevens. Showing up. On the ground for Mark Allen, just inside the penalty area. Turns one way, gets past Jobson, the shot. Oh, and Ray can't put the final effort in as Walworth parried. Full ball, put out by Wood. Gary Waddock. Stab forward, John Goodman gets a break on the right. What can he do? Former Bromley player, cuts inside, gets the cross in, the touch from Sheringham and saved by Hallworth. Palmer to his right, and he finds Palmer. Dawes gets a foot in. Palmer finding Warhurst. Palmer stays down. Under pressure, I think, from the Les Bradley tackle. And Barlow. Long range effort from Barlow. Oh, what a save by Brian Horn. And a first-time shot from Steve Wood. Hallworth down well to his left. Hallworth thumps upfield. Palmer running onto it. Dawes with him. Horn off his line. He's flattened by Palmer. Across comes the ball and touched over the bar by David Curry.
A thrilling match that could easily have been packed with goals ends with a clean sheet for both keepers, and Oldham at least have halted their losing run away from home. The new year gets underway with a bumper gate for the match against Newcastle. 14,500 at Boundary Park, Oldham's highest in the league so far.
Good play by Malden. Release Curry, who cuts inside. Early chance here. Just couldn't finish. Oh, dreadful mix-up. Off the line. Yet to be seriously tested. Maybe now with this free kick. Chance now for Watson. Tries to get that ball back and he does well. Quinn's header. Oh, only just wide from Mickey Quinn. Oldham stringing it out across the back. And then giving it away. Straight to Kevin Brock from Jobson. Break on now for Sloan. You can get the ball in. She does. Quinn. Brilliant save. Quinn's free this time. Surely now. 1-0. Mike Quinn gives Newcastle the lead. Oldham players lining up in the middle now. Right footed cross. Palmer's header. Holden. Right footed cross. Palmer's header. Still Palmer. Oh! Oh dear, dear, dear! In the very last seconds of the game, a most tragic own goal by Mark Stimson. That's a tragedy for Newcastle.
For a side chasing promotion, there's no doubt about it. That's definitely 2 points dropped, and leaders West Ham have reopened a 5-point gap. The third round of the FA Cup rekindles Oldham's memories of the previous season's remarkable cup exploits, but don't underestimate Brentford.
The FA Cup, traditionally no respecter of reputation. Here are Oldham with Curry. Could go all the way. Good save by Benstead. Excellent save with his legs. It's a good ball forward. Here's Holsworth. Shooting chance. 1-0. Oh, super finish by Dean Holsworth. That was a cracking finish by Dean Holsworth. Nice space for Palmer. Now Adams. Palmer makes a return run. Played in. Holden's there. Good header away by Simon Ratcliffe. Here's Barlow. Played back in. Adams is there. Penalty. Clear penalty. Redfern steps up. And it's 1-1. Direct from the free kick against Leicester earlier in the season. Adams takes it. Oh! Caused 1 or 2 problems for Benstead, that one. Almost turned inside the Brentford box. Marlowe, Holden. Redfern. Oh, he can hit them. And it's still Oldham 1, Brentford 1. Really, Oldham have had 1 or 2 chances to go ahead. And that's going to be another penalty. With 7 minutes remaining, has a chance to make it 2-1 for Oldham, which he does. 2-1. Oh, wait a minute. The penalty will have to be retaken. Real drama here at Boundary Park. Here we go. 2-1. Oh, Adams has missed it. If Jones can get across it now, there's a real chance. Surely 2-2. Oh, off the line, incredible. Well, Boundary Park held its breath then, because that looked a clear equaliser to me. In the end, it was a corner. Oldham come forward again. Palmer unmarked in the middle, screaming for the ball. It's with Holden. Good save. Adams, 3-1. That's it. It's all over now.
In the end, Oldham flattered by their victory margin, that late flurry denying gallant Brentford a replay at Griffin Park. Now, if motivation is the key to success, Oldham had the perfect preparation at Fratton Park. Portsmouth's match programme suggesting Oldham can only turn it on, playing on plastic. Well, it took Rick Holden just 19 minutes to give Oldham the lead. 1-0. Neil Redfern's foul on Warren Aspinall allows Martin Cool to put Pompey level from the spot. But Oldham were always a team in control. Slack goalkeeping enables Roger Palmer to restore the lead. And after the break, the Latics press home their superior skills. John Hallworth's long kick is helped on by Neil Adams, and Ian Marshall completes a simple goal. That makes it 3-1. Then Marshall pops up again 2 minutes later to complete his double. That takes his season's tally to 11 and completes Oldham's first away win in 7 matches. Portsmouth 1, Oldham 4. Back at Boundary Park, there were no changes for the home encounter with Barnsley. The Yorkshiremen are one of the sides pushing for promotion.
Adams hoists that one forward. Marshall, shooting chance, and it's a goal. Ian Marshall looking very eager, this Oldham side. Obviously keen to build on this 1-goal advantage. Warhurst cross, Marshall's underneath it. Ritchie, super save by Baker. Super reflexes. And in the end, Oldham have a corner. Adams with it. Barrett's underneath it, off the line. And in the end, Marshall stabbed it wide. Smith took too long to decide what to do then. Ritchie keeps it in. Tries a shot. Oh, I say! Andy Ritchie!
Andy Ritchie's first goal of the year, a spectacular way to wrap up the points, and that's 3 wins in a row for Oldham. In the FA Cup, it's yet another encounter with Notts County, their 4th meeting of the season, but this time the men from the East Midlands gain revenge for defeat in the Rumbelows Cup.
High-scoring Oldham had only lost 3 league games all season, but Oxford was still on a high from that cup game at Spurs and went all out for a win. And what a win. A great ball from Mickey Lewis set up Jim Magilton for the first goal on 14 minutes. Oldham won a lot of possession, but not much else. This was the best they could come up with in the first half. Back at the other end, United went wild. Phillips lifted a superb ball over the Oldham heads. Magilton took control and then slipped it home from the tightest of angles. Watch the replay. What a ball from Phillips. And what inspired running, control and finishing from Magilton, who could well win his first international cap for Northern Ireland this week. Another man who could become an international is Lee Nogan. He's in the Welsh squad and showed true class to make the 3rd goal for Martin Foyle. This is a sign of confidence as Nogan goes straight at his man. For Martin Foyle, it was his 12th goal of the season. That makes him top scorer. In the second half, United kept it going. Magilton nearly got his hat-trick here. And then Oldham came back with a fine goal from substitute Neil Adams. Was this the start of a comeback? The start of a United collapse? No way. Within a minute, it was 4-1, and what a goal. Magilton crossed. Nogan headed down. And Mickey Lewis thundered it home. Lewis doesn't score many goals. This was his first of the season. Nice one, Mickey. And Lewis started the move for number 5. Simpson did well to get in the cross, and Nogan got the goal he deserved. In the dying minutes, Magilton nearly got the hat-trick he deserved. A superb save by Hallworth in the Oldham goal beat him. The Manor Ground roared its approval at the final whistle. Ryan Horton was of course delighted. A good afternoon's work, a great afternoon's entertainment.
Arctic weather conditions forced the home match with Middlesbrough to be postponed, despite the luxury of the Boundary Park plastic, but it's back to normal for the Port Vale game in more ways than one.
Here's Adams. Good ball. Halley, space now. First time cross. Henry. Oh, how did it stay out? Oldham rapidly increasing their corner kick ratio. 4 now this is. Redfern. Oh, goal! Neil Redfern, his 13th goal of the season. Takes this corner. Jobson, his first goal for Oldham. In the end, it was a simple header. Couldn't get it through that massed ruck of Vale defenders. Jobson, who pulled away wide. Redfern again. Lofts that one. Oh, not too far away.
Revenge is complete against a side that ended the Latics' unbeaten start to the league season back in November.
Gunnar, how have you settled in this season?
Yes, I have settled in and I have enjoyed it so far, so it's good.
What are the big differences between what you've known before and what you're involved in now?
I think it's the biggest difference from Norwegian football and English football is the tempo is higher here in England, and you don't get so much time with the ball. They close it down very quickly. So I think that's the biggest difference.
Watford, the side sharing bottom place, are next. Steve Perriman's team have lost 4 of their previous 5 games. And it looks like another defeat for the home side when Neil Redfern gives Oldham an early lead. A fine diving header which should have been followed up with more goals before half-time. Well, Watford owe more to good fortune than anything else to escape scot-free in this episode. At this stage it really is all Oldham. Neil Redfern the next to go oh so close. But then comes signs of a Watford fight back. A free kick and Paul Wilkinson is only a goalpost away for the diving header. And suddenly it's all Oldham under siege. Watford throwing everything forward, and Wilkinson continues to prove a source of danger for the Oldham defence. Fine goalkeeping by John Hallworth. The writing is really on the wall for the Latics, and in the second half Wilkinson finally makes the breakthrough, his 10th goal of the season. So a match that Oldham could have won comfortably peters out into a draw. Watford won, Oldham won, but at least the Latics have halted a run of 2 successive away defeats. It's off to the south coast next to face promotion rivals Brighton, a side still haunted by that 6-1 thrashing at Boundary Park 3 months ago. Andy Ritchie is quick to put the Seagulls under more pressure with yet another goal against his former club. Brighton hit back 2 minutes into the second half. Gary Chivers doing the damage from close range. (1-1), but it's Brighton old boy Ritchie who has the final say with a real peach. A superb strike that completes Ritchie's second double of the season and a comprehensive double for Oldham against one of the sides in the thick of the race for promotion. Brighton 1, Oldham 2.
Personal highlight of the season?
Every time he gets his haircut. I think the 2 goals at Brighton, you know, because it was a very important game for us. We needed to win it. Really, I think that, you know, that victory for us set us up for a good run in.
They're a bit special, those. One of them showed a bit of pace, in fact, didn't you?
Yeah, it's very rare. Yeah, I kept expecting someone to come up behind me and trip me up or get the ball off me, but you know, I must be getting quicker with age.
It's an unchanged side for the home match with Bristol Rovers, and with leaders West Ham in the 6th round of the FA Cup, Oldham have the incentive of needing a win to go back to the top.
Oldham. Barlow again. Tries to get a better angle on his cross. Fires Redfern. Great save by Parkin. Now Holden. Again up against Boothroyd. Gets round him this time. Gets a good looking cross in. Ritchie. Not too far away. A little ambitious. Ball brought kindly for Holden. It's not a bad looking cross. Palmer's underneath it. Oh, great save again by Parkin. John Horworth joined Oldham from Ipswich Town. Palmer held it up. Here's Ritchie. Cracks it. Super save. Parkin. And Ian Holloway to take it. Whips it in. Up. Super save. And again by Horworth. Well, that's kept Oldham in the game. 17 corners now. Short one this time. Here's Barlow, driven in this time. Oh, super save again. Unbelievable by Brian Parkin. Mauldon it was who tried the cheeky back flick. Well, Mauldon hit that one where Andy Ritchie didn't like it. I won't say a word. It's a better ball. Redfern, shooting chance. Oh, it's a goal! Oldham have done it. And what a cruel, cruel blow for Brian Parkin. Neil Redfern's shot. It got a deflection, otherwise Parkin would have had it covered. Hallett, good back heel, finds Henry. Chance here. Ritchie, 2-0. What a clinical finish that was.
Ritchie's 3rd goal in 2 games ensures Oldham return to the top in style. That puts the Latics level on points with West Ham, both having played 31 matches, but the Hammers have an inferior goal difference. Roger Palmer is left on the bench for the trip to Swindon Town.
Good run by Mauldon. Oh, he's turned away from Gittins here, and he appeared to be held back for a moment. Calderwood made the blocking challenge. Rick Holden. Better ball in. Redfern couldn't quite reach it. Now Redfern's got an opportunity. Deflection, and in by Ritchie. Oldham take the lead. 10 minutes to the second half gone. And who else but Andy Ritchie? Digby defeated by the deflection as much as anything. But Ritchie was in there, razor sharp to make sure. Neil Redfern shot, ballooning high into the air. And there was Ritchie with a little nod on the forehead. You have to have some sympathy here with Swindon Town. They cleared the initial danger, but then there was a rather little arrogant flick there from Ross McLaren which played them back into danger, and the deflection ushered Ritchie in. It's Andy Ritchie's 11th goal of the season. It's his 4th in the last 3 matches. And typical of him, but here's Shearer with a chance. 2 goals in a minute. Duncan Shearer levels the scores immediately. Challenge him to a fight, would you? Redfern. Good turn by Mauldon. Ritchie pitting away to his right. Good shot. Good save. First time really tonight that Fraser Digby's been truly stretched. A typical piece of opportunism by Paul Mauldon. Spinning into space and then unleashing an instant and powerful shot. Good stop. Calderwood the target! And Calderwood has found the target. It was a terrific header. Adams. Might come for Roger Palmer. Good save by Digby. First glimpse of a chance for Roger Palmer. Quickly in to hit the target. But Fraser Digby was there to make the save. Adams. Palmer again. It's there this time. Roger Palmer equalises. Just over 6 minutes remaining. Digby beaten, and the substitute has done the trick. Roger Palmer's 136th league goal for Oldham Athletic could have earned them another precious point on the way back to the First Division. Beautifully guided.
Yes, another precious goal from veteran super sub Palmer denies Swindon and takes Oldham a point clear at the top. Richie's strike, meanwhile, takes his tally to 4 in 3 games. Palmer is back in the starting lineup at home to West Brom, Molden taking his turn on the bench, and Palmer's inclusion proves a double dividend.
Positively 4-3-3. And Bannister stays on side. Oh, he should have done better with that one. The flick on, could find Richie. Finds Palmer. Oh, super goal by Palmer. Well, the fans here shout, ooh, Roger Palmer. And now Haller springs the offside trap. That's a lovely through ball from Henry. Richie and Palmer advancing into the middle. Haller picks out Richie. It's Jobson again. Elegant player. Good ball for Palmer. Now Richie stays on side. Good save by Rees. Still, Albion have possession. Ball whipped in. Chance now for Ford. It's 1-1. Albion equalise on the very stroke of half-time. Joe Royal down on the Oldham bench. Now, chance for Palmer to make it 2-1. Good save by Rees. Now Oldham's turn. Halley made a tremendous run forward, but Redfern's ball couldn't find him. Oldham stretched for a moment then. They got back in numbers. And back on attack, here's Richie. That's a better ball for Haller. Floating cross, Palmer! Again off Rees's legs. Can he get the cross in? Yes, he does. Headed away by Shakespeare. Every player inside the Albion half. It's fallen for Adams. He can wrap it up here. It's on! Palmer! Roger Palmer seals it for Oldham in the very closing stages of the game. And once again, it's that man Neil Adams who's the provider. What a finish! Ooh, Roger Palmer. 2-1.
So Palmer the hero for the second successive match, and that takes his tally for the season to 10, keeping Oldham out in front. Oldham's third home match in 11 days is against lowly Hull City, a side fighting a losing battle against relegation.
Here's Swan, 12 goals this season, can he make it 13? He has! Tremendous goal by Peter Swan. Vicious corner. It's there, 2-0. Andy Payton, the scorer. Corner kick taken quickly. Holden back in. Oh, great save. Super save from Holden. Picked up by Redfern. It's a good cross. Holden's header hit the bar, and Holden's return header straight into the arms of Butler. Desperately bad luck for Oldham. They've hit the woodwork twice. Some good saves by Butler. Can Adams make this one? He does. Good play by the Oldham substitute. That's even better stuff. Penalty. No doubts about that one. Excellent play by Adams down this right-hand side. He really made that ball his own. And And now can Ritchie make it 2-1? He can. They'll come forward again. Ritchie battling away. Redfern strikes it. Oh, horrendous save by Butler.
Oldham's fight back too late to prevent only their second defeat in 62 league matches on the Boundary Park plastic, and their lead over West Ham is down to 1 point again. David Curry is recalled for his first league start since New Year's Day at Blackburn Rovers. Roger Palmer makes way, reverting back to the subs bench.
Between them, and Curry has stayed on side. Real possibilities here now for Oldham. Curry, good save, Mims. Played short to Sully. Pushed it into the Oldham area first time. Mays underneath it. It's there. Rovers take the lead. Steve Livingston, the scorer. Chance at the other end now for Ritchie. Appeal for a penalty, and it's given. Chance now for an immediate equaliser. Ritchie against Mims. He saved it. Good football by Blackburn. Beckford holding off the challenge. Kane. Stapleton. Not a bad cross. 2-0. It's that man Livingston again. Curry. Palmer. Through to Ritchie. Real chance. Oh, he's fluffed it. It just isn't Andy Ritchie's afternoon.
Oldham's second defeat in 4 days, but they're still top of the table by virtue of a better goal difference than West Ham, who finished goalless at Hull. By a strange coincidence, Oldham's showdown with West Ham comes with both teams level on points, just as they were before their last meeting on Boxing Day.
Oldham too strong for McAvenny. Cross towards Ritchie. McCloskey unbelievably, and Ritchie helped it over the crossbar. Harris looking for Dowie. Held off Haller this time. His shot. Corner kick. Horworth must have got a touch on it. And maybe 7 or 8. Adams tried to curl in himself, and McCloskey almost caught out. Was coming for the cross and managed to lean back and just direct the ball onto the frame of the goal. McCloskey was off his line there. He was looking for the cross, and it curled inside him, and he just kept it out. Redfern. Ooh. Well, they seem to be getting closer and closer, don't they? Slater doing well against Barlow. He hassled him into a mistake. McAvenny! He'll be a little disappointed that he didn't hit the target there, Frank McAvenny. Adams changing direction sweetly enough, though. And here's Haller, and it might fall for Ritchie this time! Well, it was a great chance. The bounce wasn't the kindest. Determined to establish himself here at Boundary Park. Bishop's free kick. Dowie's header. Now, was there a hand there by Ritchie? Yes, there was. Penalty given. Andy Ritchie handling the ball off the goal line. It's skipper Ian Bishop. And now gone, and West Ham take the lead. Bishop's goal breaks the deadlock. Adams. Ritchie. Gunnar Haller, the fullback, is forward. Holden pulling for it too. Here's Haller. Just couldn't quite pivot now. Held by Bishop. Penalty. And Ian Bishop, the man who gave West Ham the lead from the spot, concedes the penalty for a foul on Gunnar Haller, which gives Oldham a great chance to equalise with less than 3 minutes remaining. And no doubt that he wrapped his right arm round Haller's waist there. 2 minutes remaining. Ritchie has equalised. A penalty apiece. All square at the top. Coolly done by Andy Ritchie.
So this time the spoils are shared and it remains neck and neck between the top two. Andy Ritchie, meanwhile, has now scored 6 goals in 7 games. And he goes close again at the start of the match against Plymouth Argyle. A good save by the keeper, but it's not long before Ritchie finally beats Rhys Wilmot with a superb volley. Pick that one out. Plymouth, a side struggling at the wrong end of the table, had their moments. John Hallworth, though, once again in commanding form. Despite the sloping pitch. Then in the second half, Ritchie turns provider and Neil Adams drives home 2-0 to Oldham. But 1 minute later, Argyle pull one back. Mark Fiore reduces the deficit to set up an exciting finish. But Oldham soak up the pressure, and they're always dangerous on the break. A long ball forward catches Argyle short at the back, but Ritchie denied by Wilmot on this occasion. And finally another great chance for Neil Redfern. Clean through on the right, he beats the keeper, but his shot beats the far post. Still, Oldham take maximum points, and that keeps them at the top of the table. It's Millwall next at Boundary Park, and one man looking forward to this one is Andy Ritchie. He's scored 7 goals in the last 8 games.
Not the best of corner kicks, but nonetheless, Millwall got the shot in, and Allen has finished it off. Millwall lead 1-0. Some nice passing movements from Millwall. Now Ritchie, chance, good save. Clearly Joe Royle will have had 1 or 2 choice words to say to his players at half-time. Ritchie, great save. Well, it's pretty much one-way traffic in the second half. Holden gets across in, there's Barrett. Ritchie, head up, 1-1. Ritchie does it.
Yes, another valuable strike from Andy Ritchie, and no more than Oldham deserved against a Millwall side lifted by fine goalkeeping from Keith Brannigan.
What kind of season has it been for you then?
It's been an enjoyable season. Had a few ups and downs, but at the end of the day we've come out, we've won the championship, which has been absolutely fantastic for the club and the supporters. And for myself, it's been very pleasing.
Have you learnt a lot?
Yeah, I have learnt quite a lot through this season. Even since I've been at Oldham, I've learnt quite a lot. Yeah.
Congratulations, chaps! You must be absolutely thrilled to bits. Tremendous season all round.
Yeah, it's a very good ending, to what's been a difficult season for us. It started well, obviously, with a good win at Wolves. Like I said, unfortunately, we were out of the cups, but it did help us towards the end of the season. I think there were no tired legs this year. It's been a long, very long, hard season, but we finished top.
Personally, it's been a great season, Player of the Year, and to round off with England B recognition, you must be thrilled.
Yeah, it's very nice, obviously, to be recognised as well. I don't think it'd be, down to much as that if it weren't for the hard work that the rest of the lads have put in. You only seem to get recognised if you're in a good team that that's doing well, and that's full credit to the rest of the lads as well. I've got all them to thank as well.
Now comes a tricky run of 3 successive away games starting at Filbert Street.
Barlow on the overlap. Mills comes across. Inside with Barrett. Cross comes in. Oh! Tremendous save by Hodge. Adams back in. James away. Oh, and Hodge again somehow gets there. Magnificent goalkeeping from Martin Hodge. Earl Barrett can't believe it. James and Walsh, the two big boys on the far side. Gary Mills sweeps it forward. Header comes in. Oh, a great save from Hallsworth. Barlow with a cross. And it comes. Hodge goes down at the near post. Right. Curls it. Header comes in. Oh, and again. Walsh at the far post. James at the far post. Holden. Linton's with him. Good cross comes in. Oh, a little flick from Ritchie. And a wonderful save again from Martin Hodge. And Ritchie can't believe it. Still has it. Back with Mills. Lovely little ball. Johnson. Cross comes in. Away by Hallsworth. Mills. Forward. Oh, a great save from Hallsworth. And finally the ball is hammered away. Lovely work by Gary Mills.
Not for the first time, John Hallworth a hero for Oldham, and the draw good enough to close the gap on leaders West Ham to 1 point. The Hammers slipping up at Brighton.
What does it mean to Oldham Athletic?
Obviously it means a lot to the club and to the lads and everybody involved in Oldham Athletic. You know, it's been 2 great seasons for us, and I think, you know, hopefully it'll be the start of things to come, really.
It has been 2 seasons, isn't it? I mean, last year you didn't win anything. It was like a build-up to this, though, wasn't it?
Well, that's right. I mean, you know, it's. I mean, some people say that's because we got out of the cups early, that, you know, it's climaxed to what it has, you know. But you know, we've done well this season. Hopefully, we can go on to do better things.
Do you think you're a good enough side to survive and do well in the First Division?
Of course, I mean, you know, we're there now, so we'll prove how good we are next season.
Now stand by for a 5-goal thriller against Newcastle at St James's Park. The Geordies looking for a revival under new boss Ozzy Ardiles. The first chance falls to Oldham. Ritchie supplies the cross and Marshall heads wide. But Newcastle are the side who take command with a cracking opening goal from Gavin Peacock. United sign off the first half with another tremendous strike, this time from Andy Hunt. And the home fans sense their first win in 4 attempts for new boss Ardiles. In the second half, Newcastle continue to pile on the pressure. A brave challenge by Oldham keeper Hallworth, and Andy Barlow comes to the rescue on the line. But Oldham can't hold out for long, and soon it becomes 3-0. Kevin Brock nipping in to apply the finish. Then comes an Oldham fight back, and Rick Holden almost forces a reply when his header is helped onto the crossbar by Kevin Scott. Holden does finally reduce the arrears minutes later, thanks to a shocking blunder in the Newcastle defence. That makes it 3-1. Then another mistake, keeper John Burridge, the man at fault, hands Ian Marshall a second goal for Oldham. But the Latics have left it too late to snatch a point, and Joe Royle confesses a defeat was really a fair reflection of Newcastle's domination.
What does it mean to be in the First Division?
Obviously it means a great deal personally and to the club and all the fans of Oldham Athletic. I mean, I played for Watford in the First Division about 7 or 8 years ago. You know, so it's quite a while ago since playing the First Division, but it's just glad to get another chance, really.
Oldham's third away match in 7 days comes at Selhurst Park against a Charlton Athletic side getting ready for their move back to the Valley.
Oh, he's put Mortimer in, and it must be a goal. It is! Superb finish by Paul Mortimer, his 6th goal of the season. Kicking it forward. Chance here for Adams. Adams slipping the ball through. Oh, and a great save by Boulder. Shot coming in. Oh, it's a goal! The shot came across from Nick Henry. And in rushed Neil Adams at the far post to squeeze in the equaliser. Portugal once it gets it. This is Peak. Peak still there. There's a chance here. It must be a goal. Oh, brilliant save by Holworth. Rick Holden. Chance for Marshall. Oh, he hit the post. Marshall drove his shot against the post.
So Oldham hold out with 10 men despite having Paul Warhurst sent off at the start of the second half. And the point takes Oldham back to the top.
Difficult question, but has there been a personal highlight, apart from winning the championship and promotion? Has there been a personal highlight for you?
Not really. As you say, winning the championship's obviously the best, and I suppose every goal you score as well. But obviously you want to go up. That's your first aim, and once we'd done that, obviously to win the league, and luckily we did that on Saturday.
How do you think you confirmed your credentials by you've never been out of the top two all season?
No, well, that's the main point. You know, we started the season. I mean, personally, I thought that we will go up this year. But like you said, we've not been at the top two all season. We started off really well. We did have a bit of a slip up towards the back end of the season, but if you look at Leeds last year, they did the same. Which obviously we come on strong and finish really well.
Next, it's back to Boundary Park to face playoff hopefuls Bristol City. The bad news: Andy Ritchie will miss the rest of the season.
Gathers some speed going forward, doesn't he? Well, look at this. Oh, could have been a great goal. Henry in support. Oldham goes round him. Defeats himself at the same time. Oh, it's a poor clearance. Henry's first time cross. Marshall's header. 1-0. Cleared by Hazelwood. Only as far as Barlow. Oldham left back. The cross comes in. Oh, off the post from Adams. And attack Oldham. How long will it be before they make their substitution? Adams with the cross. Oh, super save. Interception ball by Jobson. 2 against 2. Real opportunity now for Oldham. Adams and Marshall on marks. Could be 2. Marshall's done it. What's the referee going to give? Penalty. The goal now would surely seal it for Oldham. Neil Redfern's 5th penalty of the season. It's 2-0. Free kick swings in. Real chance now. It's 2-1.
A late consolation can't prevent Oldham recording their first win in 5 matches to keep them in the race for the second division title.
I suppose a second division championship brings more money rolling in.
I hope so. I mean, it needs to do. We've not done too badly over the last couple of years with the Wembley appearance, and this season never been out of the top 2 in the second division. But yes, next season is going to be even better, we hope. Obviously, all round from the commercial point of view, whether it be the shop, sponsorship, advertising, everything.
Briefly, can you tell us a little about the changes we're seeing around Boundary Park at the moment?
Well, the major change that's going to take place is the Seaton-Chellerton end, which for many, many years has been the home supporters end for standing. And that is, because of the Taylor report, is going to have to change to all-seater. Capacity at the moment for standing, 6,200, with seats in 3,600. So a bit of a drop in capacity there.
Finished when?
Be finished, hopefully, in time for the start of our first season back in the first division.
The other big development, of course, is the pitch being taken up. Is that a sadness around the ground for that?
Well, I'll be sorry to see it go, because obviously over the last 5 years that we've had it here, we've seen some excellent football. We've not played too badly on it ourselves as well. I'm not putting our success in cup competitions and the second division down to the pitch, because I think it's down to the players that, and the players have to have the ability to be able to play football. But certainly, because it's been used so heavily, it will be a sad loss to not only the club, but the town of Oldham, because of so many people who have used it in the past.
Oldham travelled to Ipswich Town hoping to confirm their return to the first division for the first time in 68 years. And after surviving an early scare, Andy Barlow provides the cross for Ian Marshall to drill home a perfect header. In the second half, it's Marshall again, Another lovely finish by the Oldham marksman. And that's 2-0 to Oldham. Kiwoma's late reply can't spoil the Oldham party though. Ten minutes later comes the final whistle and time to celebrate. The fans join in and Joe Royal has finally cracked it. He's taken Oldham back to the First Division at the 9th attempt, ending 68 years out in the cold. Close on the heels of their first Wembley Cup final, it's the ultimate prize for Latics fans. The question now, can they go up as champions? Next, it's showdown number 5 with old rivals Notts County, and this time it's a repeat of the scoreline when they last met at Meadow Lane in the FA Cup. 2 matches to go, and a win against promotion-chasing Middlesbrough will put Oldham back in top spot.
This is Adams. Gets a cross in, too high from Walden. Good covering by Colin Cooper. Likely break that by Oldham. Inspired by Neil Adams down that right hand side, who whipped the crossover. Unfortunately for Middlesbrough, Colin Cooper had covered well and concedes Oldham's second corner. Jobson's underneath it, pushed onto the bar, it's in now, it's Marshall. Great record for the Oldham striker. Chance of a reply now, hit the post. Oldham very much in control in this opening stages. Middlesbrough looking exceedingly dangerous. Could be 2 now. Holden, it's in. Well, Rick Holden will claim that one, but that got a nasty deflection. Barlow, Middlesbrough struggling to get the ball away. Terrific drive, hit the bar. Carried the ball too far. Barlow, great shot, great save. Chase now. Putney it is. Real chance here for Bird. Great save, Hallworth.
A job well done by Oldham, and that puts them 1 point clear of West Ham. But the Hammers regain the lead a day later, and that sets up a nail-biting end to the season. Oldham know they must win their final match against Sheffield Wednesday, and bank on the Hammers failing to beat Notts County in their last game at Upton Park.
There's Hurst. Oh, it's hit the bar. Was that in? It is now. Wednesday take the lead, it's Hurst. Barlow. Forward to Molden. Still Molden. Chance of the equaliser. Could save Pressman. Still in play. Molden. Holden. Wide. They have a throw-in on this near side, taken by Nielsen. Palmer with a header. Hurst against the front of the post. Wilson. Well, Watson has eluded Barrett. Hurst is arriving in the middle. That's where the ball's played. Too far. Arrives at the feet of Worthington instead. Good cross. Jobson away. Wilson. 2-0. Won back well by Holden. Nielsen. Barlow's won it. Keeps it in 2. Marshall. Chance. Stopped. It's in now. It's 2-1. Ian Marshall. His 18th goal of the season, and that goal gives Oldham hope. A goal from absolutely nothing. Newsom had to be alert too. Here's Watson, now Hurst. Very dangerous striker, lovely ball. Sheridan can make it free. Good save, Hallworth. Left-footed cross, good one too. Marshall, Holden, great save, Pressman. Terrific save that from Kevin Pressman. Here's Molden, another chance. Here's Redfern again. Turn past Worthington, left-footed cross. Marshall's there. So was Palmer. Bernard, deflection, 2-2. Unbelievable stuff here at Boundary Park. And the 17-year-old midfielder from Oldham has got the equaliser. It's 2-2. Paul Bernard in only his second appearance for Oldham. The ball was all over the place then. As Wednesday come forward again with Williams. It's with Hurst. Chance of 3. Oh, how close that was. Have to get a good cross in. Molden. Can Oldham win it? Handball. Oh, referee. Surely a penalty. Barlow's shot. Molden's in there. That's a penalty. It is now. The referee has given a penalty. It couldn't have been stage managed any better. We're in injury time here at Boundary Park. And quite simply, if Neil Redfern, who's scored 4 penalties already, 5 penalties this season, scores, Oldham are second division champions. It's as simple as that. Oldham 2 goals down have pulled themselves back to 2-2. The most important kick Neil Redfern will ever take in his life. Kevin Pressman stands between Oldham Athletic and the second division championship. Can Neil Redfern do it? He has! 3-2! Unbelievable stuff here at Boundary Park! Incredible! Oldham Athletic 3, Sheffield Wednesday 2 in injury time.
A moment that will live long in the memory of every Oldham fan, and the drama of that final penalty making it extra special.
In terms of your career as a player, as a manager, I mean, how does this rate?
As a manager, it rates as the best achievement yet. I mean, Wembley last year was terrific, 2 semi-finals, but for the first time now we're winners, and you know, with a pot to prove it. Yeah, it's nice being winners.
A look at the final table confirms just how close it was. It's been a great start to the 1990s for Oldham, close on the heels of their first Wembley Cup final, a return to Division 1 after 68 years. The fulfilment of a personal goal for manager Joe Royle at his 9th attempt. And promotion coming in style as Oldham go up as champions. A title race in which Oldham are never out of the top 2. A real sunshine season to savour.
We got the baby at the end today. Promotion to the first division, and I've waited 60 years for it.
Last minute penalty, nobody could do that. Only Oldham.
Right from the bottom of the 4th, now we're at the top where we belong.